Hi, and welcome to Dread. My name is Ashton Treadaway. I am an English teacher, a writer, and a sometimes DM. I'm a friend of Joe's. And he has us here today to play the game of Dread. If you've never played Dread before, it is a TTRPG, which is a tabletop role-playing game. And what makes this game unique, as opposed to a game like Dungeons & Dragons, is that instead of rolling dice to do any actions, in this game, to do anything, you have to pull from a block tower. The kicker is, if you knock over the tower during one of these pulls, your character is out the game. You might die, something bad might happen to you, you can no longer play. So, it is up to you whether you want to pull from the tower and risk death, potentially, or you can choose to forego the pull and say, that's not worth the risk, I'm going to fail whatever this is, but something bad might happen because of that, but you won't die at least. So you will always have the decision if you want to pull from the tower or not. This game is of my own design, not the game of Dread, but the story I'm about to tell. It is set in London in 1888, and London at this time is pretty dreary. There's a lot of crime, dark, a lot of smog and pollution in the city. And our players are kind of victims of the city. They've had possibly rough lives, but whatever happened in their life led them to a life of crime. So they are part of a crime group, a thieving crew who are about to undergo a heist. So it is in October, the weather's pretty chilly, and it's about 1 a.m, and they're about to rob a jewelry store. So their hideout is actually in the east end of London, but you've come to the city of London, in central London, to the nicer part of town to rob this jewelry store. So you want to rob this jewelry store, get out and make it safely back to your hideout. And that's where we are now. So you are sneaking through the cities of London. There's smog in the air. There might be mixed with a little fog too. It seems pretty heavy tonight. There are street lamps here and there, some oil lamps that burn. If you've ever seen a light in fog, it kind of illuminates this area. It's hard to see things, and then you'll just come upon something. So that's what the setting is as you sneak through the cities of London. It's 1 a.m, so not many people out. You see the occasional maybe dog, maybe homeless person sleeping on the side of the road, occasional prostitute on the corner beckoning you to come. But you ignore that for tonight because you're set on one goal. And that is to rob the jewelry store. So you find yourselves in front of the jewelry store so you find yourselves in Cheapside in the city of London, in central London, in front of F. Aldous, the renowned jewelry store. And you are about to rob it. So, Joe, would you like to introduce your character?
Certainly would. My name is Tom. My real name is Thomas Shelby, but people call me Tom. Not Tom, but Tom. It's my name.
Jonas, would you like to introduce your character?
My name is Tiny Tim. I am the literal Tiny Tim from Charles Dickens's age-old tale, A Christmas Carol.
Oh, my turn. You've been saying this name for the past 30 minutes. When it came time.
My name is Lionel Woodsbury. I'm from South London, yeah.
So these are our characters. They're about to rob the jewelry store. And just for your information as well, the leader of your crew is a woman by the name of Nellie. She is the one that kind of brought you all together. She is kind of a wise, getting up there in years prostitute, but she's learned a lot on the streets. But she found all of you and put this together. She's the one that has kind of staked out this spot and kind of told you the information, kind of what's up, when would be a good time to rob it. So based off of this, you know that there are all the jewelry in the main place. There are glass cases where most of it is, and there is also a safe in the back room. All right, so Nellie's told you that in addition to all the jewelry that's in the front gallery that you can see, they're in glass cases, but there is also a safe in the back room. She said that it shouldn't be guarded. All you have to do is get through the locks on the door, however you see fit, and then everything should be right for the taking. But you do know that in the city of London, as opposed to where you're used to kind of hanging out in Whitechapel, this is the nicer part of town, so there will be more bobbies nearby, which if you aren't familiar with 1880s slang are policemen. So you gotta watch out for those bobbies.
Oh, yeah, I knew it was.
All right.
And boobies.
So, how are you getting into the jewelry store?
Oh, gents, I think we should break the window open with this here brick.
Listen up, mate. Not the right move. We should pick the lock stealthily. I'm very good at it.
I don't think breaking the window would
Tiny.
be good for anybody.
Tiny Tim, we are picking the lock.
Oh, and it sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
All right, so Lionel, you want to pick the lock?
I will pick the lock.
All right, can you pull from the tower, please?
Yes.
Pull.
I was...
Just one block.
We'll shake it out. Good one.
Just one. And for the audience, the rule is you can only use one hand while you are pulling the block. All right, so Lionel steps up to the front door, gets out his lock picking set, which he carries on him because obviously he's a criminal, and he successfully, with a little click, you pick the lock and you open the door with a creak, and it seems fine. The door opens, no alarms, anything like that. It's 1800s, so you're good.
All right, guys.
What would you like to do?
All right, guys. Fire it in.
All right, just so y'all know the layout, so you've already seen this, but beside the door are two big glass cases where you can see kind of the jewelry on display. There's diamond necklaces, you see a really nice emerald ring, things like that on display in the front window to entice people inside. And once you get inside, it's almost a horseshoe shape of glass cases where the tenants will stand behind them, and the customer will be in the middle. And then the center of the room is one glass case, kind of like an island, with that's where the really nice jewels are. But that glass looks a little thicker.
So is there locks on is there like a door?
I'm gonna immediately just go in, and I have this little, basically this little knife, but the back end is the pommel is just really hard metal, and I'm just gonna as many as I see, just as fast.
Yeah,
as
so you're just going down.
Yep.
Line. All right.
Just
Hold
crack
on.
'em all.
Is there a? You said the safe, or in the earlier description, is in
There's
the back room.
Yeah, when you
Where's the
walk
door?
in, you see a door kind of in the back right corner, and you see that it's a wooden door. that
I'm going
leads
for the
into a
quick
back.
eye candy.
All right, so as Tiny Tim is possibly eyeing the door to the back,
I'm looking for the diamonds
Tom.
in the
But
back.
yeah,
Tom
well, hold on.
is
You that
busting
wasn't
the
your
glass.
decision.
Well, he just does it. So, Tom.
No,
you
but I
pull
mean
from
the voice. You didn't do the voice. You were just saying like, "I'm gonna go smash."
All right, gents.
All right, Tom chooses to bust the glass.
Shouldn't have
Can you
done
pull-
that. It's really loud.
Do I have to pull?
You can choose not to pull.
I'm just gonna not pull, and I'm just gonna try to just.
I will say if you don't pull, a lot of times bad things could happen. So if you want to succeed in this,
For the sake of storytelling, I'm not gonna pull,
okay. So
because I'm confident I can get this.
all right. So Tom chooses not to pull from the tower. So what happens is Tom, he has this knife. He uses the butt end of it to try to bust this glass open, and he goes to the first glass case, which I'll say is on the right side, not the one in the center, but the one off the side. He drives his knife through it, and his arm fully goes through the glass. He busts the glass. There's a loud crashing glass sound, and as you go through, the glass just completely slices into your arm. And you busted the glass open, but now you have this gash just starting to pour blood.
Oh no!
It's all right. It's happened to me many a times.
And I'm gonna try to rip open like just a part of my shirt off, and then just wrap it up.
Tom, you bloody idiot! You're making way too much noise.
Since you have a bloody arm and you're trying to do this in all movements, if you want to do that successfully, I'm gonna need you to pull from the tower.
Tom, you bloody idiot!
Are you all right?
You had the pull anyway. That's the funny part. Ashley gets you no matter what.
All right, so Tom, you successfully, with a bleeding arm, you're able to rip a piece of your shirt and tie it around your arm and staunch the bleeding, or at least seems to. You might be feeling a little bit lightheaded, but you did enough to continue your.
I told you, mates, I've done it before. It's all right. I'm fine. I've done this there's no reason. I'm 6 foot and strong.
Why are you really 6 foot?
You want to say it again?
I think you're lying, mate.
I'm 6'1", mate. I'm 6'1".
Because I'm only 5'8", and you're only like an inch taller than me.
Wait,
So,
hold on, don't fight. First of all, let me close the door
Guys,
so no one sees the shop open at 1 a.m.
All right, so
all right, well, just get the jewelry.
And I'm start putting it all on my arms as much as I can.
I'm gonna start. I start heading to the back where the diamonds
all
are.
right, I will say
Just go ahead,
after you
glass.
finish arguing, and Tiny Tim goes to close the front door. As Lionel walks into the back room, you hear kind of a little bit of a bump or trash in the back room.
Wait, who heard it? Me?
Yeah, just all of us.
Yeah,
Or,
you,
right.
whoever was listening, but mainly Lionel, since he's currently walking towards the door. Before you open the door, you hear something like bump into something or something in the back room.
Guys, I think I heard something in the back room.
Well, I'm busy, as you can see. I got all this jewelry. Can you please take care of it? Whatever it is, no one can know we're here.
Oh,
Tim,
hold on.
come with me, Tim.
Yeah, wait, before you go in,
Is it the old time locks like that you can see through? Like through the keyhole?
Like the door locks, like the door
yeah,
handles.
Yeah, you can try to peep through the keyhole.
have you tried to peep through the keyhole yet?
No, I don't. I just heard bloody heard it.
All right.
All right,
Let me check. Let me see.
peep through it. Yeah, do it.
Just so you know, by the way, I'm gonna fully lean into this character. So when you're surprised, I'm just a character.
All right.
So I'm gonna go.
Real quick. So these two are going to the bedroom. Meanwhile, you're just getting the jewelry from the case you opened up. All right. What are you putting it in?
So like all of the necklaces, I'm putting them onto my arm and I'm carrying it like it's a bunch of groceries. And then with all the remainder, like the smaller pieces, I'm just shoving it into my pockets as much as I can in my like my shirt.
Okay, so
pocket.
you don't have a bag or anything. You're just fully wearing.
Yeah, I'm just there with a little knife, and that's
So
it.
now you're literally clanging around.
Came prepared. All right. So he's collecting all this jewelry while you look in the back. Tiny Tim, you don't even have to bend down. You're at eye level to this keyhole, and you just put your eye up to it. It's pretty dark. It seems to be maybe like a candle's lit in there, but not a lot of light to see by. And you look back there, and it looks like kind of an office, like probably where the workers will go. There's ledgers open on the desk, and you see a safe in the back of the room, but that's it. You don't see anybody.
Did you say there was some light in there?
Yeah, there's a candle burning.
They just left the candle.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I wanted to give his exact description they just gave, but I can't remember if they...
It's an empty office. I do. Sorry. I'm strict with illness. I do see.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, the doctor said something about possibly tuberculosis. Besides the point, I do see an empty office. In the bag, it looks like this wanker left a candle burning.
Oi,
All right.
You see your bag, mate?
Let me take a gander at that lock.
Hold on, there's also a safe. I didn't see nothing rummaging around though.
All right, let me take a gander at that lock.
Tiny Tim, do
Sorry,
you
I got a bit
perhaps see a bag?
No.
All right.
All right, so Lionel, you're looking at the lot?
Yeah, I'm trying to open it.
All right, so Lionel, you open up your lot picking kit again. You go to open the lot, but you notice as soon as you put your
It's already unlocked.
whatever thing is, yeah, it's unlocked. It's not locked.
So I open the door.
Because the front door was locked, but they didn't feel like they had to lock the office.
Yeah. So I open the door.
You open the door. Okay. As you open the door, I'm going to need you to pull from the tower.
What if I don't?
We'll see what happens.
Just do it. Pull from the tower.
I pull from the tower.
Oh.
God, dude, this is the beginning of the story.
Be very careful. Try not to lean on the table too.
I mean, it's hard, dude. This mic.
I'm just saying. All right. So as Lionel opens the door, you're immediately met with a man swinging a club at your head. You pull the block, so you duck it, but you're facing. You come up, and there's a man. Based on what he's wearing, he seems to be a hired guard who is hired to protect this jewelry store.
Do I have any
And
weaponry on me?
you tell me. Did you come prepared?
All Tumbra was a knife.
I like just the one.
All right, so there's a man. He just swung at you. He's got a club. He's a guard, and he's currently trying to fight you. So what do you do?
I punch him.
All right.
Face.
So I need you to pull another block to fight this guard.
You should have gouged his eyes out or something, Josh.
I punch him in the face like to go like a knockout blow. Okay, I say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for a knockout blow. I will say another rule is you can always do an elective pull. So I've asked you to pull once. If you want to say I want to really do a good job, you can pull 2 times. So you
One hand, by the way.
So if you want to really succeed at something, you can pull more to say that's how good of a job I did.
She literally could have just pulled through.
Well, now you
That's
know
fine, that's fine.
an easy one for next one. Keep your eye on it. Okay, so
So what do I do?
so Lionel chooses to fight this guard. So yeah, with that you duck a blow from the guard. He comes at you. All right, you butter. And he swings your.
I said, all right,
you-
mate. I'm from South London. I know how to fight a little bit.
So
And then I go,
he goes to
that.
swing at you. You block it, hitting. You block his arm with your forearm, so he can't get his club around. And then you just uppercut with your other fist. He does not back, and then you just follow it up with the right hook, and you knock him out. So this guard.
that's what
Lionel
Lionel
takes care of
Woodbury
him.
does, ladies and gentlemen. He knocks guards
So
out
now
for a
you
living.
have an unconscious guard here, who obviously knows that you're here. This isn't a movie, so he might wake up from being knocked unconscious pretty soon. We got Tom still in the front, getting some jewelry. Tiny Tim, what are you doing?
Lionel, that was terrifying. Good job, though.
What? Oh, Tom, get in here.
Okay, I'll still go.
Tom, get in here.
Yes,
We have a
you're back?
problem. We have a
Alright.
problem.
All right.
I'm gonna walk in and be like,
Jesus Christ.
Tom, I'm gonna need you to finish the job.
No, why you didn't finish the job. I don't know why. I don't know why you ain't mad enough to finish a job you done started already.
I didn't sign up
You
for
call
this.
me from my busyness back in the front. Well, I still got more jewelry to do, and you can't even do the job you was given.
I just wanted to get you some money for my poor family.
For f***'s sake, Tiny Tim. Somebody do it. I'm getting back in the front.
and I'm gonna walk out in the front just to.
Wait, let me go check on him first.
And I wanna walk over to the guard that's laying on the ground, and I wanna like crouch down to like. I wanna crouch down to like try to listen to his breath or something. and I want to just like secretly kill him when I go down there to hear him.
Okay. So, Tiny Tim, you crouch down to act like you're being a good Samaritan, but in reality, you want to kill this man. As you
Yes.
get down, you place your head on his chest to hear for a heartbeat. And how do you plan on killing him?
Well, I didn't want to go to his chest.
Okay.
I wanted to go to his like
To his mouth?
mouth to see if like feel breath.
Okay.
So I have a little knife on me that's hidden.
Are you wearing long sleeves?
Can I ask where it's hidden?
It's in my coat pocket.
Okay. You got a coat on. Okay.
I'm poor.
Oh, right.
So first of all, just because not everyone knows all the things about Tiny Tim. I got a little newsboy hat, worn down clothes. I have a scarf. I have an iron
I
frame.
think we know Tiny
My
Tim.
legs. I also have a cane.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a crutch. Sorry, it's the same thing. So
All right. Explain to Jay Scott.
all right, I get down there. I'm listening to him. I pull my knife out like I had it secretly. I'm like trying to listen. When I get over to his mouth, like I'm trying to feel his breath, I'm really just like, and I'm taking the knife, and I don't want to get too descriptive with it, but you can imagine like by his head. Yeah.
Can I say as I'm walking out, I'm also just kind of like peeking in to make sure that they do the job, because I am terrified. If this guy wakes up, we're all gonna get caught. There's no getting out of this. And I'm just kind of peeking, and I just see blood. Pull it out.
All right. Well, you might not see blood yet.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Tiny Tim, you crouch down to finish the job. You want to secretly stick this guy in the throat. But you want to kind of play it cool. As you go down, though, like I said, this time he was knocked out, but you don't know how for how long. You lean down close to his face by his mouth. You're about to stick him right in the neck, and as you do, a hand grabs your throat.
Well,
I need you to pull from the tower.
being secretive with the knife. I didn't want anyone to know.
Okay. He doesn't see the knife, but he was just knocked out, and now a person is.
Well, I was thinking it
Very
would still
close
be in
to
my
him.
pocket because I'd be like trying to hear first and then. So,
All right. So as you go to do the job, he's starting to kind of gain lucidity, and he grabs you by the throat, and you're a little tiny boy.
yeah.
So I need you to pull from the.
So, tiny.
You're just a
little-
tiny boy with a little skinny neck.
His hands all around your
Can I
neck.
for clarity, how old are you?
I don't know.
12.
Okay, we'll just say you're just okay. That's fine.
I'm just
Go
Tiny
ahead,
Tim.
do your thing. I didn't want to distract you.
And so I'm just pulling for what specifically? Just him grabbing me?
Just to
Just survive the action.
to get through this situation.
Well, then, you know what? Because there's more stuff I want to do. I'm going to pull another one.
Okay. He's electing to pull a second block.
So early in the game.
All right, so Tiny Tim goes up to finish off this guard, check his breath. As you do, he catches you by the throat, but without a moment's hesitation, you just grab him by the wrist, stick him in the neck real quick, and just slowly pry the hand from you as he gurgles. And he looks up at you, looks into the eyes of this innocent young boy. As you look down at him, and he
I have a devilish smile on my face.
and you feel his hand go limp on your neck.
Can I see him from the other room? Like I'm peeking in,
Yes.
and I'm just like, oh my.
Wait,
God.
he can see what I just did?
Yeah. So like I'm going back.
He just saw. All he sees is you from behind. So
Yeah, because I was
he
under
sees
the
you
assumption
go.
that they couldn't. I'm trying to hide from them.
I'm just glancing over to make sure the job's
He
done.
just sees you lean over this body like, oh, don't kill him. And you lean over the body. You can see
wanna
his
make sure
hand
he's
go
okay.
up. Yeah, so he sees the hand go up, and then he just sees him like and die. But he didn't see. You were quick with it. You pulled it out your pocket, stuck him, put it back in your pocket.
I'm just gonna.
So they don't know what happened. This guy just dies, and now there's blood everywhere.
I'm gonna smirk and then have confidence my team did the job, and I'm just gonna walk back and continue to just.
Okay, so as we do that, we're gonna move back to Tom. So you broke open that one case, and you cut your arm pretty bad. So you dadded up all the jewelry from that one. What do you plan on doing with the rest?
I'm gonna take all the jewelry, and I'm gonna go put it in one spot close to where they're at by the door, and I'm gonna just all of it like you are, like grocery bags, onto the floor, and then I'm gonna start looking for a bag to like start putting everything in, or a box or something like like the gift bags they would do.
I'll say you look around the front of the house. There is no bag you can see, but you kind of peeked into the back room, and you see the desk with some drawers. So you think that if there is a big bag where they might keep a lot of cash, or maybe some jewels, or to carry some jewels, it might be there.
Yeah. I'm gonna run in there and then just brute force, just try to like pull it open because I want to be quick about this.
Okay, you try to pull open one of the desk drawers, and it does not open.
I'm gonna check all of them.
They're all locked.
I'm gonna just abandon that idea because of the cut that I got from what had happened previously, and I'm gonna continue to keep looking for things.
Okay. Lionel, what are you doing?
Well, first, Tiny Tim, good bloody job. First of all,
For what?
for finishing the job.
I didn't do anything to him. I went to check to see if he was okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I didn't do anything to him. I went to check to see if he was
It's
okay.
okay. I know what you did,
No, you
and I appreciate it.
No, you don't.
All
What
right.
are you talking about?
Next thing I do.
When I went to wake him, I went to go check on him, and he got up. And all of a sudden, he convulsed. His mouth was gurgling, and blood came out.
I just want to say, whenever I stabbed him, I also like cut his mouth and just tried to like hide on his neck, so it looks like the blood's coming from his mouth. Like whenever I did that, like in that action, I'm like worried because I'm trying to hide from them anyway.
Okay,
But
so
I'm like,
Lionel,
my next action.
Because they're behind me. They
blood
were
is coming
behind
from
me.
his mouth.
Okay, so my next action is, okay, I congratulated him. I know what he did, right? I know what he did. If he doesn't admit to it, I know that he killed him. I feel like I know that he killed him.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay.
I don't know for sure. The
You're
next action is, now that we're in the back room, I'm gonna go and try to look around for the most valuable possessions they have.
The bedroom? Well,
We're in the back room already.
yeah,
right?
you're in the bedroom. You don't see any possessions sitting out, but you do see the safe.
So yeah, I go to the safe and I start trying to listen and listen for clicks and
Do
everything.
you have any experience?
I'm a thief.
tracking safes?
I'm a thief.
I'm just.
I literally locked it at the beginning of the thing.
I know. I'm just.
It was
wondering.
just funny.
I'm just wondering.
I would say I have a modest amount of experience.
Okay. Well, then
I'm
to
loaded
open
with
the
dirt,
safe,
after all.
I'm going to need you to pull a block.
Should have said you were a craftsman level experience.
That is my one expertise in this life.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I know how to do.
And suspect children of brutally murder.
I highly doubt you're a child at this point. That's me.
am.
That's not Tom. Tom is just
No, yeah, I'm saying.
Tom is a big idiot. What we love Tom.
Dude, I'm so nervous every time.
Me too.
Oh,
Okay, so Lionel seems to be the resident lockpick, the safe tracker of the group. So yeah, you get out your little apparatus. You have something to listen into the safe. You turn the lock and you listen for the clicks. You turn it slowly, click, and then turn it in, click, and you get the lock open. You swing the case open, and there's just piles of cash. Also, on the bottom rack, so there's 3 racks, cash at the bottom. Conveniently is a bag to hold it in.
lads, I think we struck gold here.
But there's only pills. I
What?
don't see gold.
What? Tim, do you want to split it between just us two?
It makes me glad I can't hear you.
I must open the 3 lemon turkeys.
No. If this blessing comes to us, it comes to everyone.
I'm just saying.
Hey guys. No, now I'm gonna walk into the back room.
What are you guys saying? I can't literally. Can you speak up? I know we're
Hey,
trying to be
Tom.
quick and silent, but I can't hear
Hey,
you in
Tom.
the front.
I think we should even leave some cash for the guard. For knocking him out when he wakes up.
The god ain't waking up, mate.
Go and spit blood.
Look at him.
And I grab his cheeks and I like shake him like this and right in Tiny Tim's eyes.
Now let's get out of
Oi,
here.
mates.
We gotta get the cash and we gotta get away. The gods could be coming around at any moment.
Okay, alright.
All right, let's get the cash, get the bags, put it all in the bag. Let's get out of here.
All right, so you get the cash, put all the cash in the bag. Tom's got some jewels. Do y'all want to get out, or there's still plenty? You've only busted open one of these cases. There's still plenty of cases, not to mention all the jewels that are in the window.
How much money do you know? There's just much money.
A lot.
And then
Hey, mate,
The,
Can I
the
ask-
we gotta
cash
make
itself is, I would say, in today's, like with inflation, for today's currency, it'll be like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
what about the exchange from pounds to US?
I'm just kidding. What about the exchange rate?
I'll say it's about 10,000 pounds, so however much that is with inflation.
All
Who
right,
knows?
heard.
That could be a wild amount. I have
That's
no
probably
idea.
wildly off.
Probably is.
And
Like
then,
millions.
can I ask how loud his banging on the
Imagine glass breaking, and that's how loud it was.
guys, I think we need to get out of here. We already got a lot of money. We can make hay while the, so to speak, sun is shining.
Let's go. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Alright.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I look for like if they have like a back door or well, I don't want to go out the front where it's obvious.
So the storefront is kind of connected to all these other buildings, like it's a row of stores and shops, and you know that on the other side of this building is just kind of like, if you make the block around this block, there's like more on that side. So on the other side of the back wall would just be another store. So there's no back door, there's only the front entrance.
can I since we're taking the cash, was it all in the bag, or can I have like elected to put some in my like,
Shirt pockets.
well, I want to like put it like in my sock.
Yeah, if you want to take
Yeah.
some separately and hide it, you can.
Yeah. But I want to do it like with them knowing of like,
So, well, we're gonna split it up all together, but just in case any of us get caught, I think we should take some separately.
Right, Jack, that time, Tim, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take some and stuff it in my coat.
I'm wearing like a little
My
like a
dad-
trench coat, like your typical coat with my top hat. So I take those jewels that I put in the close to the back door, and I just pick those up real quick and shove it in, and I just want to get out.
But Tony Tim, I think you should go out there first and make sure that the coast is clear, because ain't nobody gonna mess with you because you're Tiny Tim,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Right.
I'll do that.
Right.
I just want to say,
Also put a little bit of cash
Like
in the
what
bag, but secretly it's a lot more than they did.
well, that's alright by me.
Secretly, you don't know that. You don't know it.
Well, my dad told
Guys,
me.
enough chit chat and just get out of here.
My dad, Bob Cratchit, is the accountant to Ebenezer Scrooge. And so he told me diversification is safe, but he lets me see what he does sometimes.
Tim, oh my God, just please leave.
Boy, Tim, we shut
Sorry.
your bloody mouth and go check.
Sorry,
It's clear.
I need friends. Let me go check.
All right, so
I'm
Tiny
gonna
Tim,
hide,
you want
I'm
to
gonna
walk out
hide
the front
behind
door?
one of the cabinets, but it's the glass cabinets. You could still see me looking, just to make sure.
I'm hiding behind the door.
So Tiny Tim, you open the door. There's a little bell. So you hear cling, 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 and you walk out. You shuffle out, and you immediately come face to face with Bobby, who's walking down the street and just sees this little boy, 1:30 a.m. walk out of a jewelry store, and he says, "Oi, boy, what you doing?"
My dad owns this jewelry store.
what's the name of it? Wait, what's the name of the jewelry store?
Do you want to if Tiny Tim can't remember, do you want to glance at the at the sign above the door? You can just
Can I say I can see this happening, and I'm just slowly lowering my eyes, but my top hat is like just visible.
But you're still like through the glass too.
No, I don't want to glance at it, but he said, boy, what are you doing out there?
I said, who's your father?
Who's my father?
You said your father owns this store.
Well, my dad.
And I want to fall over with my crutch. And as I'm getting up, I want to look and see. I'm assuming it would have his.
Yeah.
the
So,
family.
all right. So Tiny Tim, you're about to answer, and you fall over, with your cane. As you're on the ground, oh no! And you glance up at the sign, and you see F all this.
Is that
You don't know. Presumably, it might be the name of the
What?
owner.
He's not gonna help me up or nothing. All right.
No, he's like got his hand on his club, and he's looking at you very suspiciously. And he's trying to. You can see his eyes keep glancing through the glass into the store.
All right.
I'm sorry, mister.
I want to look at his name tag as I'm getting up.
This is the 1800s.
I'm
It's not really official. You see, he's wearing one of those like kind of hard, almost like a hard hat, but it's like black. You see a little sheriff looking badge on the front of it, but he's wearing like a really deep blue coat. But he kind of looks rough. Like he's not a prim and proper policeman like we know.
Does he have a nice mustache? Can I see that?
His mustache is glorious.
Okay.
Clean shaven everywhere else, not a hint of stubble, and just a big handlebar mustache. Pure black.
I love this guy.
Okay. So I'm getting up.
I'm sorry, sir. My family has tried to take me to the doctor a few times. We don't know what I've got, but it caused me to have this physical condition. And sometimes my memory goes out. We don't know what it is, but I'm still trying.
Oi, boy, just answer me. What are you doing in this store?
Well, I came to check on it because my father owns it and he's also got sickness right now. I was the only one in my family who was able to leave and check on it because my family, we don't do so well sometimes.
Why are you checking on the store?
Well, actually, my dad, he got a gift from my mother. It was their anniversary. It's coming up. He left it at the store, and he's wanting to give it to her early in the morning. And he was sick, he couldn't go on his own, so he sent me. I couldn't find it, and so I need to go back home. And
I thought you said your dad owned the store, but you're coming here to pick up a gift.
yeah, he left it. It's their anniversary, so it was surprising my mother. And he left it at the store. He was supposed to take it home with him. And he forgot. And so when he was laying in his bed earlier, he pulled me close. And he said, Tiny Tim. It's so hard to do his voice.
Can I say while this is going on, I'm shaking. I'm taking my hat off, and I'm looking at Lionel, and I'm like, should we just run? Should we make a run
I'm
for it?
literally doing this. Like, what is this called?
I'm like, oh, no, you think we need to? I'm whispering. Oh, no. You think we need to make a run?
He said,
We should just trust Tiny Tim.
Oh, Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
he said,
Oh, no.
My God.
he said, Tim, I'm sick right now. I want to give your mother the gift tomorrow. It's our anniversary.
Okay. All right. So Tiny Tim just keeps ranting. Just try to get it on the side. I need you to pull to try to convince this Bobby that your dad owns this store and you're supposed to be here at 1:30 a.m.
And I am sweating. Like, you can hear the jewelry in the jacket just
I'm praying to God right now so hard.
Hope they forgive me.
You one hand.
Am I using the other one?
You look like you are.
I'd be.
Wait, yeah, no, you can only use that right hand.
I mean, it's one hand. You didn't say only right the whole time or left.
You can change hands, but
yeah.
you just can't use two at the same time.
Oh, okay. This changes everything.
I mean, I feel like that was assumed.
All right, so he looks at this Bobby looks at you suspiciously, but he says, "Oh, all right, boy. Do you mind if I just take a look around this store real quick?"
You want to go inside?
Yeah, just you said you were checking on things.
Well, I was
I
just
know.
going to get the gift.
Just to be sure.
Well,
I'm gonna.
Sir.
He starts walking past you and just says, "I'm gonna take a look around."
sir,
I want to try to stop him,
Okay.
and
How do you-
I want to tell him how.
like,
I'm behind
my
the door. by the
dad.
way.
So Lionel's.
I'm ready and waiting.
Okay, so Lionel's
That's
moved.
He's behind the door, but what kind of door?
I was behind
is
the
this?
door the whole time.
Okay, so there's two glass windows.
Yeah.
But the door is solid wood.
Okay.
So Lionel
Is it
Lionel
double
moves
doors
up.
or is it a single?
Single door.
Okay.
So Lionel moves up behind this door as you can kind of hear this conversation going on. You're worried. You're listening, and as soon as you hear him say, "I'm gonna take a look around," you instantly just kind of get up. You glide forward, careful not to make a sound, and wait behind the
So
door.
let me ask you this:
Yeah.
glass windows.
Yeah.
What can the Bobby see?
All right. So he's kind of on the left side, so he can kind of peek in the left window. So since y'all haven't cracked open a lot of the cases, it looks fine to him from where he stands. If he were to go into the other side of you and look through that window, he would see the busted glass.
So when I go to stop him, I want to like try to kind of get in his way, but like of course like keep him to that side.
Sir, I don't think that's allowed. My father would not be happy, but if you will, you can see everything's fine through the glass. As I did when I first walked up.
He is prepared to walk past you and go look because he's starting to believe your story, but he's still suspicious. If you want to try to convince him further, I need another pull.
All right.
I would try to give him more. It's like. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, so he looks down at you. He kind of takes a step. Well, he leans over, looks through the window. He can see all the glass cases are fine. He looks about. He looks down at your innocent eyes as you look up at him. He's like, "All right then. Do you need an escort home? I mean,
No, sir.
do you live far?"
I've already troubled you too much tonight. I'm sorry for even stopping you from making your rounds.
Well, be safe. Good night. And he starts to
God
leave.
bless you, sir.
He kind of tips his hat to you and keeps walking down the street.
He's the dumbest cop ever.
All right. So I want to like pretend to crutch, but I'm really just like waiting for him to get out of sight.
All right, so like I said, it's foggy, so you kind of see him.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of walk off into the distance, and he doesn't even get that far. And there's a street lamp pretty close to the store, so you just see kind of he very quickly just starts disappearing through the haze.
Okay, so then I want to go let them know.
And
Wait, are you
hold on.
are you opening the door?
Does the
Yeah,
cop
no.
have like a lantern or something to like see what he's doing?
No,
He's just walking.
he's just kind of patrolling this area. This is the nicer part of town, so there are street lamps and things like that. So he's kind of walking from light to light. So
I gotcha.
he doesn't really need his own one.
Good.
When we split up the money, we did it pretty even, except he took a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know we split up the money. I thought we just threw it in the bag and then just put stuff in.
No,
the bag.
for like
They
extra money.
Tiny Tim decided to kind of split up some amongst your persons.
I
but-
just grabbed whatever I put in that pile.
But
and
kind
I
of
just stuffed it
a
in.
lot of it's in the bed as well, and
finish
Tom
with-
has kind of the jewelry that he grabbed.
And I'm like above the case now, and I'm looking at Tiny Tim with my thumbs up. You know, like, are we okay?
I want to give a little thumbs up in response to him.
Okay.
And,
Alright,
then,
so
and then I look at Tom.
so y'all just everybody.
Because I can't see out the window, but he can see out.
So I'm gonna
So
go,
we're just giving thumbs up.
Because I'm behind the door.
All right, so
I'm gonna go around real quick, and I'm just gonna open the door for him, so that we're both going out.
okay. So Tiny Tim gives a signal. You're both good. You walk out the streets. You successfully robbed the safe. You got the money. You got quite a bit of jewels.
Is any of the jewels visible, by the way, on either any of us?
I'll say based off of the description that you gave, you can see some peeking out of your pockets. Like you have kind of pearl strings around you. You kind of forgot one. You forgot a necklace, so you have a diamond necklace that you're currently wearing, unless someone else points it out. But you start making your way east. So, as I said, your hideout is in Whitechapel. I forgot to mention. Well, I did mention her before, but the leader of your gang is Nellie. So once you get back to the hideout, she's going to be expected to be cut into the amount of money that y'all got. So this is a 4-man operation, but you 3 are the ones currently doing it. But you want to make your way back to the hideout to Nellie, which is on Wilson Street in Whitechapel. So you just need to make your way. You want to make your way east. By foot, it's probably going to be a good hour's walk.
So we're talking while we're going there.
It's up to you. You could just be complete silence. You could be
Can I ask?
chatting.
Can I talk to him? Then?
Yeah. So
Nice.
so you're just walking down the street, just chatting.
Yeah.
Tom, can I ride on your shoulders? It's my favorite way. It's my favorite way to
Tiny Tim.
spend time with my dad.
For the love of God, Tiny Tim. No. Now, mate. Now, okay, gentlemen. I have a proposition.
It's a hard walk.
How you think we take this bag of money and we hide it somewhere, right? And we split it between us 3. Now I'm all about fairness, okay? And I don't mind splitting all this 4 ways. But what about what do you think? What about we split it 3 ways and we give Nelly the stuff in the pockets, and the extra we made, right? Give that to Nelly, and then we take the split of 3.
Well, only if it ends up being her fair share with what's in your pockets.
Right. And I'm winking at Lionel.
My dad's an accountant, and I've seen his work.
You ain't telling nobody about this, Tiny Tim.
And we're like on both sides. We're like on both sides. Tell nobody, mate. Tell nobody. I can't do the accent.
From Australia.
I don't know where he's
I
been
can't-
from this whole
around
time, but
about
I've been in it. I've been in for it.
I can't hold the accent. It's
That's
bad.
fine.
That's all right. That's all right. Lionel, you don't even know if he's British. he's been slipping in and out of a British accent.
I'm actually from Germany.
To be fair, Tom actually still doesn't know, but he's just not asking.
I guess. But she still needs something out of fairness.
Boy, Tiny Tim, and I pat him on the back, and
When I fall over, I literally fall.
All right. So we take it.
I held him up.
All right. So we take it from there. They're kind of discussing their plans as they walk.
Is he carrying the sack? Is Tom?
Yeah, he's carrying. You've kind of put a lot in your pockets and things. I would say Tom's got the bulk of the jewelry that he stole, and
I would just like to
y'all
say,
can decide who took the actual bag of money.
Because he's
I think
stuffed
I-
everything.
Yeah, he's
I
already
took
got
the
a lot
money.
of jewelry on.
I took the money. You did the jewelry.
You're carrying.
Okay, so Lionel has a bag of money.
I had the bag of money
Tiny
and my
Tim-
thieves' tools in a bag.
Yeah,
next
Tiny
to my
Tim.
side.
Tiny Tim stuffed his pockets.
I just want to mention.
Well, I wanted to stuff like inside my pants.
It's like obnoxious. It's like the old school like cartoon where they have the dollar sign on the back. That's what I'm carrying on the back.
Exactly.
I want to mention though that so Tiny Tim is really tiny and he's got like the scarf and everything.
Frame.
Yeah, my character is 5'8", but like as you heard before, or where we put a visual in this, he said he's 6 foot, but he is clearly 5'8".
Because I'm 5'7", my character.
He is
You're like
clearly
1 inch taller.
5'8". Just
So you looked at him
for reference.
I'm 6 foot. You like.
Just for reference.
All right. So you're discussing plans to kind of keep some of the money from Nelly, and you kind of made it through the city. Not much trouble. The haze and things kind of hide you well enough. Whenever you get to somewhere, you do see some more bobbies walking here and there, but you're able to avoid them. You successfully make your way through the city, and you know based off landmarks that you're entering close to where your hideout is. So you're in the border of Whitechapel now, your district, and as you're walking, often like on the side of the road, kind of in a ditch, you see what seems to be a body, and I would say, Tiny Tim, as you're walking, you kind of look over and you see long hair. So this seems to be a woman who's just lying on the ground wearing a red dress.
Where at again?
Once you're pretty close to your hideout in Whitechapel, and you just see a woman lying. You see that her leg is kind of at an odd angle. It's not like a homeless person, because they're usually like up against the building somewhere warm. She's kind of in the middle of the street, like slightly off to the side, just laying face down on the ground.
Does she look dead?
Wearing a red dress. You can go investigate if you want.
Lads, there's something wrong. There's a lady lying down in the street.
Tiny Tim.
Not.
Tiny Tim. It's not a body. It's not a problem. We got a job to do. We got to focus on the job.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. What? Okay, tell me what happened. We go help this boy, right? Right, we go help this boy, and then a Bobby walks by and sees himself in this boy, and then suddenly he's got to run away with the cash, and now we in a whole tizzy of complications. All right, it's not our body, it's not our problem. You just gotta get to the hideout. Nellie's waiting for us, right? Okay, so Tiny Tim, yeah, Tiny Tim. Okay, let's just keep going.
How
Let's
about
just
you
let me know.
both? You both go on ahead, and I'll check on that.
Okay, well, Tiny Tim, just give us your jewels. Okay, we'll keep them for you.
Me and Tom just grab Tiny Tim and just grab him and make him come with us.
As you are discussing what to do, you hear just a groan come from this woman. As she lays in the street, you just hear it.
As I see Lionel doing that to his arm, I'm gonna join in and grab Tiny Tim because he's a small guy.
He got both his arms.
All right.
They sing off.
So you take off running. Tiny Tim, you look back at this woman lying on the street as these two larger men are dragging you away, and you see her eyes slightly open, start to reach toward you, and you see what you thought was her red dress starts to kind of grow, and it's not really a red dress, it's blood that starts to spill on the ground.
Yeah,
As you
definitely.
as you leave her behind and head to your hideout.
So did we pick him up and he's looking backwards, or is he facing backwards?
He just like
That makes
Y'all-
a huge difference for my visual in my head.
You tell me, how'd y'all grab him?
No, we grabbed him like this, and he's like looking backwards. He's like, it's like, oh, come on.
Okay, so he's
Okay, so-
looking back over his
So
shoulder.
we're walking, and I'm seeing it.
and then we grab him.
So Tiny Tim's being drugged. He's looking back and he sees
That horror.
just the blood just going, and you see
She's there.
you see her hand go, and
Tiny Tim, there's nothing we can do now. Just move on, mate. I keep doing that.
so I will
Bro.
so I will say as you leave this woman behind, you remember seeing in the papers that there have been a lot of murders lately in Whitechapel specifically. And they're usually women, prostitutes who get killed on the streets. So you think that this might be one of those murders.
Okay.
And
All right.
that being said,
So as I'm running, I'm carrying him and kind of like lopsided because even though he's a little boy, he still weighs something. Be like,
Yeah, guys, this might be the thing from that might be Jack, the killer guy.
that's where, like, where the world.
We don't know who the killer is based on the newspaper right now.
they call him Jack the Ripper.
Oh.
Yeah, that might be the Jack guy. I can't remember his name. Jack the killer. Yeah, Jack the killer. It might be him.
Oh, we better get back inside.
Tiny Tim, how did you get a part of this little thing we're doing?
That's a good point. Why is Tiny Tim?
Why are you here?
And I'm gonna let him
This
go. I'm gonna let him go and be like,
Tony Tim, you gotta stop carrying your own weight, man.
Well, one of the benefits is that I'm lightweight.
What are the benefits? What, we
And
get
I'm
this
small.
health insurance?
I'm small, so you don't remember all that heist that we wouldn't have been able to pull off if I wasn't able to.
how far are we away from our hideout?
You're like
Can we see
a
it?
block away, pretty much.
Almost see it, maybe.
Yeah, so you just need to turn the corner and you'll be on the street.
Tony Tim, you're gonna have to decide now. I'm going there. I'm getting there. I'm getting to a base. You can go back if you want to help them, but I'm leaving. I'm going to meet with Nelly.
I'm with him.
I guess we'll just go back to the base. I mean, it was been way too hard for me to get.
A boy, and I pat him really hard on the back again, but this time it's with a little bit more aggression because I'm aggravated.
And then he falls. And then he falls down again. All
right.
That's how
All right,
your face
as
to the ground. You dust your
Tiny
face
Tim,
down.
as you take this tumble, I need you to pull a block.
He's got balls.
All right, so this doesn't kill Tiny Tim, but it kind of hurts. You go to pat him on the back pretty aggressively and knock this small polio-ridden child down.
You gotta stop doing that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony Tim.
All right, so
We help him back up.
you help Tiny Tim back up, and you made it down the street. That image of that woman lying in the street.
Can you
Stayed in your mind.
carry me this time? It's too hard, I think, to walk after that hit.
I carry him. I carry him on my shoulders.
Well, I'm gonna say,
Thank you, Lionel.
Lionel, no. For the love.
so I'm gonna take some of the jewelry out, right, and I'm gonna like try to just fit whatever I can onto Lionel, and then try to grab Tiny Tim.
Okay, so out in the middle of the street, you're pulling out jewels.
Yeah, there's a few beads that like break off and like roll out.
All right, so
I'm
after
getting past.
after all this, yeah, Tiny Tim, you did pass to Tom, and
And
you
I'm
made
on.
your way.
I'm on top of the world right now.
Can
on
you
his
tell me how I'm
shoulders, by the way.
carrying him?
like a baby.
Okay.
Well, wait, on the shoulders.
He said
That's
like a baby. I'm
yeah, but that's how I asked. That was my favorite thing in the world.
I refuse. I'm
so-
not having
so-
Tiny Tim's crotch
okay, so
on the
you-
back of my head. I'm holding him like a baby.
So you're holding him like a baby, and Tiny Tim is saying, "This isn't how it goes. You're supposed to carry me on your shoulder." And Tom's just bumbling down the street. I'll say right before you get to the base, Tiny Tim convinces you and props you up on his shoulder like the movie. And
All right.
do you have anything? So you get to your base. You turn into an alley. So in these are kind of the slums of Whitechapel. So there's these rundown buildings. You get into this dark alley. You turn down the alley, and there's stairs leading down into a basement, which is your hideout. Do you want to say anything, Tiny Tim, as you're about to enter this hideout? As you're riding on the shoulder of Tom.
I wanna look up at the sky with this smile because I'm on top of the world right now on his shoulders. This is one of the happiest moments of my life. And I look down at them And they kind of, I'm seeing them looking at me, just like this relief, and I'm like,
God bless us, everyone.
Alright. And we're in the hideout now. So, Lionel, as I said, you go first. You open the door, and you see a kind of a middle-aged woman in her 40s. Her hair's starting to gray, but blonde hair. She's sitting at a table, kind of just nervously bouncing her leg, looking nervous, and her head snaps to the door as you open it. Her eyes are wide. She sees you come in. Bloody well took you enough. What? Did y'all make it all right?
Yeah, it was Tiny Tim, but you know, he did a good job.
It's hard to get around with me crutch.
I was worried about taking you on this crew, but I'm glad that you're safe. What? How'd y'all make out? What's the take?
Can I say we also didn't go hide the bag? We just kept it at the end of the day. No, we had discussions before.
It's fun.
Yeah, we didn't have time.
All right. So she's at this table. She looks relieved to see you, and she's asking you like, "All right, so how much you got?"
And I had a bag.
No, now show him.
This bloody much. What all that?
Her eyes are wide. Oh, I told you that was the right spot to do it, yeah. Oh, what else? What about the jewels? Where are the jewels?
I take the little out that I still have in my pockets. But I keep at least 2.
These 2. Lionel, you had some.
yeah, he gave you the jewels so he could hold me.
The other bag?
Okay. So,
It's bloody much.
you dump out a case's worth of jewels, and she kind of looks at it and is that it?
What do you mean, is that it?
I tasted out that store for weeks. I know there's 10 times this amount in there.
We had to bloody kill a gold for this.
Look at this.
Killed a man.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at
We
this.
didn't kill anyone.
We didn't talk about killing no one.
Now look at.
We didn't kill anyone.
He's trying to show
The
Nelly
Bobby's
his,
daughter, we'd be hanged for this.
He's trying to show Nelly the cut on his arm.
Look at this. You see this?
How'd you do that?
The glass. All right. We went in, right? We're all real stealthy like. Lionel, lock picking, great, all right. Tiny Tim, still a little bit deserved. I ain't know why you had him on this outfit, but that's besides the point. We got in, right? And we did a job. Look at the money. Okay,
I mean,
all
I
right.
guess at least you got something, but
Yeah, we got in the
there's
safe.
so many jewels. We could have.
Okay, we could have got a little more. Okay, all right. But you know what? It's a business. We did the right thing. Okay? They still got to have their business and they got to grow
I
again.
plan to retire off this. That now split 4 ways. I don't know if this is enough for all of us.
Well,
What do you suggest?
I mean,
I thought
it's at least you made it out. But like I said, I don't know if this is enough to stop. I wanted to end this life, but with this, we'll probably need to at least do one more heist.
Nelly, would you mind giving us a moment?
And then we
Get a little side discussion.
yeah, we go a little sidebar.
Guys, what are we going to do about Nelly? She's not happy about the...
Can I just imagine them just like pulling me?
Yeah, they just watch you. They just take you.
Why don't we just?
Tiny Tim is also looking up at us.
Why don't we just take her out of the equation?
No, you can kill her. Kill her.
I can't.
Nelly.
What do I just take her out of the equation?
Just, I don't care.
I'm sorry. I spent a lot of time in Australia, so it kind of. I was locked up for a while. So
Bro, you're saying we kill her? I don't think we should kill her, mate.
not kill,
kill.
not kill, but
All right, well, what do you want to do?
take her out of the equation.
What the hell does that mean?
Oi, who are you then? As you're having this discussion, you see Nelly turn and look at the back of the room. In the back corner is a man. He has a top hat, a long coat, kind of how Tom's dressed, just a long, flowing trench coat, black trench coat, top hat, clean shaven face, and you see him smile. My. Looks like you had a interesting.
Mate, this is a private thing. Can you give us a moment?
And I immediately turn back to try to have our sidebar again.
Nelly says, "You get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. How'd you even get in? And he says, I take care of criminals like you, the scum of the earth. Nellie gets mad at him, walks up to him, starts spitting in his face. I said you get out. These boys here, they'll rough you right up if you don't get out right now. As she talks, you see his arms stretch forward, longer than it should. It seems to keep going, grabs her around the neck, pulls her close. You see his eyes that you didn't see before because he was kind of tilting his head down. It's covered by the top hat.
I'm Pennywise.
You see his eyes as he looks up. You don't see an iris, you don't see a pupil. It's just all pure white. There's a flash as he takes something out of his coat, and you see him just stab Nellie over and over and over. She goes to the ground, she's yelling. You three are just watching from the end of the room as he just stabs over and over and over and over. He looks up at you, a long dagger dripping with Nellie's blood. You see she's long dead now. He looks at you, smile on his face. Hi, I'm Jack. And that's where we'll end episode 1.
Bloody hell. Oi, where's the light? There it is. He's leaving us on a cliffhanger. Well, if you like that video, if you like this podcast, whatever it is, please feel free, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the little icon over there, and be ready, because part 2's coming. And old Jackie boy, he's just getting started.